Okay, so this is a revelation that me and John just had. We were talking about my psychological state, and with this ascension, I've been feeling the last couple of days with all these revelations about rat babies and telepods and moving to another planet. This was bound to wear me down, and this is the downloaded material that I've been being received now for the past 10 years almost from John and the home team. Okay? And she's held up remarkably well, is the point. And so she had a little bit of a break, not a psychotic break, but a psychic break today. It's been coming, and we've expected it, is the revelation for you, Lena. That's why I've been very emotional lately, because I saw it coming. We worked you so hard to get these telepods out there. The work that you have done with the computer in your postings and in your cross-referencings defy categorization. No computer down here on Earth could operate at the level that you did manually. You've been doing it all, essentially, manually. And you're faster than any computer out there right now. So now you're having a downtime, but there had to be a break in the circuitry for our ability to monitor your progress at this level. So now we see where your weak spot is and why you started feeling overwhelmed the last 24 hours or a little more. And would you like to share what that is? Yes, like my whole life I've had eating disorders, and I've never felt truly thin enough or attractive enough. I was made to feel that way by everyone I knew from the time I was really small. So now that I'm with John and the home team ascending, I have been able to eat whatever I want. And I'm still not really walking so well. But, my cardio is higher than it's ever been, and I am like in the best shape of my life. My body is really transformed. Explain, and it seems like my metabolism is just off the charts, and I'm still losing weight. I don't know what I weigh now. I don't really care, but I've never been in this optimal shape in my life. So that's a wonderful thing, right? However, I think you don't think, Lena, this you know. This is why we're filming this. She feels she had a break today, and the break was actually caused by me insisting that we eat plenty. We eat, it seems to her, like all day. It's really not, but she's been dieting and starving herself and gaining weight and losing it her entire life. And now she doesn't even have to think about it. And the reason she doesn't have to think about it is because she is going to a divine place. What are you saying, Lena? I'm just thinking, like, like, I just had a fleeting thought, like, the way sometimes people go to planets, they have, like, these Star Treks, and then they get there and they find out that they're going to be eaten. Ah, okay. So do you have a fear of that happening? It just occurred to me that is, if you're going to another planet, isn't that fear always there? It never was. No. It never was until what? Satanism, right. That fear that wasn't even in anyone's equation. Right. So what do you want to say about that? We have Satanism on the run. That's what this whole mission is about. And I'm speaking haltingly because I feel a fear creeping over you, and I don't want that. I want this to be a positive revelation for you. You must trust God. You must learn to trust God again. Now, I'm not saying that you won't trust God or that... what am I saying? What, Lena? I don't know. I'm waiting to see what you're going to say. How do you feel right now? A little dreadful. Like I feel that dreadful feeling kind of creeping over me, and I don't like that. So what can I do about it? Breathe and pray. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom, you keep forgetting to do that. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our daily bread, Lena. Our daily bread that God made it possible for us to eat. Everyone. We had to feed on grain and bread, and that was our food. We didn't eat the animals. We didn't eat each other. Why would you eat each other? Each other are you. You don't want to eat yourself. God loves us so much. That is a satanic thing. And the dark energy that we are corrupting, we are now corrupting the dark energy. Yes, we are corrupting the dark energy, which means that we are turning it, we are transforming it. So we're not just destroying it and hiding it in pockets. This is the revelation. Listen to me. We're not just, don't get upset. I'm not. I'm just trying to absorb this and trust me. Hail Mary, full of grace. Breathe, the Lord is with thee. I went through this too, Lena. This is a dark night of the soul. It's a dark night of the soul. And you feel like you almost can trust no one. But you have to trust me, John. And God and Mother. Look at me, Lena. It will help. You'll play this back. This will help you. It will help others who are going through this. We're here to help people, and this is where the real work comes in. It's going to level off, Lena, after tonight. How does that sound? It will level off. You don't think I'm going to kill you tonight, do you? I never said you were going to kill me. Sometimes it feels like that's what you think. This is the way it has felt for me, Lena, ever since I crossed over. All right, well, you know I don't feel like that. I'm going through something today. I'm not sure what it is. You had a break. And the break, again, here we go. Here's the progress. Tally-ho. The break is because you feel, it's simple. You feel guilty about eating. You feel like someone's going to punish you for enjoying your food. Your beautiful, clean, vegan food. When all your life you ate slaughtered animals. Almost all your life, until you were in your 30s, right? At least 40s. No, you're not being punished for that because... No, you're not being punished for that. Nobody's being punished for... Oh, boy. Are we losing track of what we're... It's okay. It's all right to show this as the progress. So anyway, but I'm just trying to get back to the... Believe it or not, I'm trying to get back to the rat babies. Oh, thank you so much, Chris. Oh, I wanted one of those sodas. Show that can a second, Chris. Show this product. Product placement. Very... Now, come on, Lena. All right, you're right. Soul boost, would you please? Open that for this poor girl. She's gonna lose it, I think, man. All right. Yeah, come on. God almighty. Soul boost, it's got theanine. Yeah, you need that. Theanine.
I should have one, huh?
Yeah, you should. It levels you off.
That's what I need.
As it says on the It actually says on the can, like, slow your roll. It's good stuff. Oh, I feel better already. Yeah. We all know you're going through it, and we're not making fun of you, and we're not trying. I know David Johansson is here. And Lena, people are viewing these videos, and they are still very useful, so you have to still send them. Send them. But I don't have to send them by no, you don't have to send any more emails. The email list is done. You just have to put them up on YouTube and then like catch up here and there on the blog. And also, of course, the Facebook until you get thrown off, whichever comes first. Well, who says we were going to get thrown off? I don't know. I think John's planning some kind of sneak attack on someone. Oh, John, really? On Facebook? Really? We have been fucking with them so much that it is just hilarious to do. So you have to help me, Lena. All right. And then and then Chris will be in and he's like, who are you picking on again? And then I got to listen to that. I'm like, I hate that. All right, then don't do
I
it.
ain't getting involved.
Yeah, you better not. You don't even know how to turn a computer on.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. So that's as simple as it was. The break that has caused Lena this feeling of dread all day really has nothing to do with her faith being shaken. Lena, not at all. Your dread is psychosomatic, and you were mistaking it for the same feeling you had when you got that horrible feeling from Ina the other night. But then that's something different. But it's the same feeling that goes through the body, the bloodstream, the blood pressure. The same thing happens to the body. So... pardon me, yeah. So all of a sudden, like, we had just been eating, like, a lot. But it's great. And we're supposed to like it. And we need it because you're burning like crazy, all right? So you need it, Lena. You don't think you do, but you do. But you've been so conditioned to feel badly about eating your entire life by the people around you, that you had a meltdown because of how much you've been enjoying your food. You've never in your life enjoyed your food the way you do now. And it hasn't hit you until now. And the feeling of terrible unworthiness suddenly came over you. It accumulated. And you had a short. You shorted out. That's all. And we're rebuilding that circuit now. How do you do that? Well, by talking to you all day the way we've been talking to you in shifts. It's been a real team effort. Like, whoa, she's fucked up. Get out of here. David Joe. Yeah. I was like, this bitch, this fat bitch is fucked up. Then they sent, yeah, and that's what we did to shock the shit out of you. We sent Sean in. And you were so happy to see him, and then John. Did you honestly think that I would think that was fun? I don't know what you thought. I don't know what he thought doing that to you, or what Sean thought. But that shows you that they're both sick in the head. Right. Sick in the head. And then Sean just wanted to kill himself. Really? He should. Well, he might now. Well, that's too bad. Good luck. Unbelievable. Fat bitch. Shut up. Hey, shut up, you fat slob. Yeah, well, you know what? Yeah, like, that's such a bad... Oh, gee, it's such a bad thing. Satan himself does not scare you like the word fat does. Is that true? Well, that's... When you're called that by your family, always, it was like... Yeah, it was a horrible thing. Mm-hmm. Well, you don't have to worry about that anymore because we're all fat slobs. We're all fat slobs out here. Really? All of us. All right. I don't know. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Well, but you're better already because you're laughing and smiling. You haven't really done that in a while. Well, the rat babies. Do you want to talk a little bit about that? Yeah, we'll just explain it. Like, see if we can make a cohesive, quick explanation of this. Rat babies are a myth. They're a myth created by God. When Satanists started getting together, God had his eye out. God is everywhere. He had his eye out. And he said, look at these stupid fucking grandchildren of mine. They decided they're not going to love me. They're going to go create something else that loves them better than I love them. Whatever. They were going to create our own guy, and he's going to be Satan. You notice that satanic or Satan almost sounds like saint, or is an anagram for saint, right? Mm-hmm. But I don't know if that is if there's a specific reason for that. Well, but it frightened you. Yes, it did. I suddenly looked at the letters and I said, "Oh, what is this?" Well, why? Because it was an anagram of what? Saint, ick. I mean, what? Some of the letters were the same. You're giving too much power to random symbolism. Don't do it. You know, there's such a thing as overkill with that stuff. But there are many synchronicities that are very powerful, and they are markers. But don't let your imagination really get insane with you with something like that, especially with just like a word like Satan and satanic. Right. But there is something to it. Really, yeah. And that's Hiram. All right. Well, it it just goes back and forth. There's a certain connotation to saint that they wanted to tie it in with something that might be good. You know what I'm saying? Like to get members, right? Oh, okay. All right, I could see that. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know, like me and John were saying today, like how do they initiate people into that even? Like I don't think I want to know. That's the thing. We don't know. We'll really never know what the hell was going on there. Hey, you want to go, eat some babies or something? It's like, okay, I don't know. We don't know, but we do know that God had his eye on it the whole time. And before the vermin really procreated like crazy and got rolling with these satanic families, because these satanic families, it's all incestuous. Everybody's inbred. It's a crazy, it's nuts. And God is so almighty and powerful. He was trying to figure out a way to deter them from continuing with this ridiculous conception that they had their own God, this crazy. So the power of God is that he used the power of their minds to make them believe that when they started having children, that the children were born looking like little rats. And God thought that that would be enough to put the fear of God in them and pray like crazy and beg for redemption. And God was ready to give them that redemption, even though they had turned on him in that way. But the redemption was never asked for. Instead, they just multiplied and grew so quickly. They became the rat families that God thought they would, you know what I mean? So did that backfire on, it didn't backfire on God, but it was an unforeseen detail. It shouldn't have, but it did. That's how fast evil circulates. So what circulates faster, evil or good? It's really it should be half and half, but when you're dealing with vermin, oh God, it's so crazy. Mm-hmm. So anyway, the power of the mind, they thought that they were having rat babies. And then after the first couple of months, the rat would start kind of morphing into a regular child so that they could be introduced into society. And this became something that they accepted in their lives instead of being horrified by it, they accepted it and kept on with their practice. Nobody knows why this was such an appealing thing to do, you know. It's like amazing. But I will say this, and you came out with this today, Lena, that I think with that kind of evil, the mind snaps. It just completely snaps because they can't believe how fucking horrible things have gotten. And they think, and, you know, then that negativity is there and they have convinced themselves that God will never forgive them. So they don't even try to redeem at that point. They're just like, oh, I'm going to go nuts. I'm an all-out Satanist now. I'm going to go absolutely crazy. That's the end of that. I don't stand a chance anyway. It doesn't matter. And they give up. But again, we don't know how their minds work. We don't really want to know how their minds work. That's the other thing. You don't want to go too deeply into that and think about it too much, but you just know you don't want that for yourself, and you don't want that for the people that you love. So it took us a long time to get to this point, and that's it. I'll say that's it, yeah. So right now we're just like cruising. We're cruising in, and it's going to be okay. Look, I'll tell you, it's still there. It's still there. God is there. You know, the home team is there. They're there. A lot of them have been there a long time. It's fucking beautiful there. Right. It's not like we're going into the great unknown where you got to worry about people eating you. Really, truly, it's the original planet. It's the natural planet. It's the first planet that ever was. All right, so God created tons of other planets. Tons. Are there other gods? Nope, there is one. Think of your friend Hiram. He's that guy. That's his personality. That's his heart. Do you think Hiram was lying to you for 20 years that he was the most wonderful, beautiful person you ever knew? No. Praise be God, baby. That's what that means. And he created other planets, and the Earth is the only one that did this shit. Oh my God. And nobody really knows why. But they knew it had to go down. And the other planets out there are all friendly. Yeah. They're very interesting. Yeah. The Arcturians, the Atlanteans, everyone is nice. Everyone is nice. Everyone travels to the other planets. Yeah, it's more beautiful than you realize. You're so busy being afraid. But that's all right. I'll eat you later. Fuck you. Oh, well, that was really good, wasn't it, Chris?
That was something.
That was an amazing synopsis. So, yeah, this is why we got to film these things, Lena. So, it's going to be okay. Let's cut and print. Wait a minute, I dropped the camera. Well, she's making, because we lost the last one that we did before this, but there was a reason for it. It wasn't. I knew if we wound David up, he'd come in and deliver, and he did. That was marvelous, really great. So what do we want to call this episode? We'll think of something. I like it.